Hey guys, my name's Joshua. I'm starting a new channel. This channel is basically going to be me sharing my knowledge and experience of the twin flame journey. I'm going to be doing some channeled readings, some tarot, things like that. I've been on the twin flame journey for about 8.5 years now, and I've grown and healed so much during it. And I just think now's the time for me to start sharing some of it. So I kind of just want to do a basic overview of what the twin flame journey is. Understand that the journey is different for everyone, but they all parallel each other, and there is a twin flame collective who has these shared experiences that allow us to label it twin flame, to group it into this labeling. But the label isn't the important thing. The important thing is the experience of it. And my experience has been a wild ride, and I'm sure a lot of you have had similar wild rides. So first of all, what is a twin flame? A twin flame is a person incarnated on this earth at the same time as you that vibrates at your exact same core soul frequency. Some people call it the same soul. You know, they're your same soul. You're one, truly. There tends to be one person falling into the divine masculine and then one person falling into the divine feminine energy. But both people have divine masculine and divine feminine energy within them. And one of the goals of the twin flame journey is learning how to balance those two energies within yourself so that you can come into a deeper synchronization with your twin flame. So when you meet your twin flame, it's always going to be a flashbulb memory, an insane experience where you feel this deep familiarity. You feel like when you look into their eyes, you're looking into their soul. You feel like they see you, you see them. And what it does is it triggers awakening. And this awakening and ascension is one of the most important things about the twin flame journey. This awakening is meant to heal, and it's meant to guide you into a closer union with source and divine energy, and to find self-love and unconditional self-love in the end. Now, that might be the most important part, but for me personally, the most rewarding part of this journey has been the romantic love involved. And there are a lot of twin flame coaches out there and a lot of people talking on the internet about how romantic love isn't the important thing about the journey. And that may be true. It may not be the important thing, but it really is the most rewarding thing. And I believe it should be the goal for most twin flames, because there are different stages in the twin flame journey, and romantic, harmonious 3D union is just a beautiful, wonderful stage that allows you to skyrocket even further, but this time together as a team on this planet. So, a few things about my twin flame journey. I actually had, a few days prior to meeting my twin flame, a premonition of the meeting that I didn't realize what it was at the time. I was just sitting on a couch at night, and I just felt this intense presence like I've never felt before. And I just remember staring into the back of the couch as if there was someone living in there, like as if the couch was a womb and there was something about to be born. And I just remembered feeling this immense happiness and just smiling stupidly at the couch. And a few days later, I had my first manic episode. And what that manic episode actually was the initiation of my spiritual awakening. And during this manic episode is when I met my twin flame. And this was on Valentine's Day. We met at a restaurant on Valentine's Day. And, you know, at the time that didn't mean anything to me, but it later became just one of hundreds of coincidences, synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that helped to build my faith in the reality of this journey. And I'm sure there are some of you out there that right now aren't sure if you're on a twin flame journey, have your doubts, and that doubt has been such a major factor in my personal journey. And the removal of that doubt with faith that it was real, regardless of the physical evidence that seemed to point to the fact that it wasn't real. The building of that faith until eventually the universe started responding to that faith with evidence, and just more and more evidence piling on until my doubt was whittled away. Something so small it's barely noticeable anymore. Right now, I will say I am certain that I am on this journey, and I mean, there's so much evidence of it. It's not just in synchronicities. I mean, the healing itself that I've gone through is evidence of it. Another big thing that is evidence of it is my telepathic connection with my twin flame. Twin flames, they have a very strong psychic link because they are the same soul. So that psychic link can manifest itself in different forms of telepathic connection. For me, I literally hear her voice in my head. So her energy comes to me and it's translated into words in my head, and I hear her voice and I speak to her. She speaks to me every day. I speak to her every day. And her voice has grown louder, clearer, more resonant throughout the years. And it's also come to synchronize more with my physical surroundings as well. Like, she'll tell me, well, I'll give you one example. Just a few weeks ago, I was looking out at this field behind me, and I saw nothing in the field at all. No horses, no cows. But my twin flame, Mac is her name, Mackenzie. Mac said to me, "Joshua, there's a horse in that field." And I said, "Okay, where is it?" And she's like, "Well, it's there." I'm like, "No, it's not." And I scanned the field over and over again. And for sure, I was like, there is no horse in this field. I see there's no horse in this field. You're lying to me. Why are you lying to me? Like, you're making me not trust you. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling of you telling me something that's not true. It's so clearly and obviously not true. I was 100% certain there was not a single horse in that field. And we started going back and forth about it and back and forth. And right when I got to the peak of my argument, I noticed, let's see if I can, there's a tree back there. If you can see that tree with low-hanging branches. Right when I got to the peak of my argument, I noticed a shadow of something behind the leaves of the tree. And I noticed that it was a horse. And it had been grazing there the whole time. And what she said to me was, "Joshua, just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not real." And this applied profoundly to how I felt about her. Just because I didn't see her physical affection of me on a day-to-day basis, her 3D affection of me, it didn't mean it's not real. And yeah, that was just a small little telepathic moment that was important. But I'm going to be getting more into things like telepathy. I think I'm going to do a video pretty soon here on telepathic sex, which is very important between twin flames. And yeah, I'm gonna do my best to make this channel engaging and interesting for you guys. It would be very helpful if you could leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Not only does it help me out, but it helps us merge our energies so that you can resonate more with what I'm saying, and I can tap into your energy more, and we can form a genuine community around this. So anyway, I think that's it for now. Just a short little video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one.